About 5 years ago, my father and I were driving down a lonely little highway in southwest Arkansas when we ran across a little field on the side of the road that was filled with people, camper trailers, and flooded with smoke. So naturally we were curious, so we pulled in to see what was going on, and we soon found out that there was nothing quite like the smell of a barbecue contest. Oak, hickory, mesquite, and pecan wood, and barbecued brisket, ribs, and chicken. From that moment on, we were hooked. Little did we know that competition barbecue would teach us more than we could ever imagine. However, no one is really sure where the term barbecue originated, but the common theory is that when the Spanish came and landed in the Caribbean, they used the word barbacoa, referring to the natives' method of slow cooking meat over a wooden platform. By the 1800s, barbecue was well established in the American South. Pigs were everywhere, and so pork quickly became the go-to meat for barbecue. And barbecue allows an abundance of food to be cooked all at the same time, so it became the go-to menu item for large gatherings such as church and neighborhood picnics. So what is barbecue, you might ask? There are many legitimate definitions: verb, noun, and adjective, and there is even a legal definition, but just one definition doesn't cover everything. But what it actually boils down to is smoke. The smoke is actually what differentiates barbecue from the other styles of cooking. The reason that people use different kinds of wood is because each type of wood presents a unique flavor. And the reason you choose a certain type of wood in barbecue is because it contributes to the overall flavor profile of the meat. For instance, those from Georgia prefer hickory or fruit wood, which helps them obtain the sweet flavor profile, whereas people in Texas prefer the sultry oak, mesquite, or pecan wood. The United States boasts 4 main barbecue regions. There's North Carolina, Memphis, Texas, and Kansas City. North Carolina barbecue, which is this one right here, boasts pork and has a spicy vinegar-based sauce. Memphis barbecue specializes in pork and has a sweet tomato-based sauce. Texas barbecue specializes in beef and has a thick, bold, spicy tomato-based sauce. And Kansas City barbecue is a marriage of the different regions. It specializes in both beef and pork and has a thick, sweet, and tangy tomato-based sauce. The Kansas City style barbecue is the most iconic style of barbecue in America. It's what you think of when you think of American barbecue, typically. Some may think that backyard barbecue and competition barbecue are the same thing. However, that's not exactly how it works. There is a substantial difference between the two. For instance, my backyard style barbecue is fall off the bone ribs with smothered in sauce. I love me some sauce. Now, but the judges at a barbecue contest would say that if your rib meat is falling off the bone, that it's overcooked, and if it's smothered in sauce, it's considered peddling, and you can actually get disqualified for that. What the judges are looking for is taste, tenderness, and appearance. You can have the best looking box when you go to turn in, but if you don't have the taste or the tenderness to go along with it, you probably won't place well. The judges dictate specific times for turn-ins, and our contests that we attend abide by the International Barbecue Cookers Association, or IBCA. According to IBCA, there's a 10-minute window on either side of the turn-in time. For example, if the turn-in is at 2 o'clock, you can begin turning in at 1:50, but you cannot turn in a second after 2:10. It doesn't matter if your meat would have won first place, you will be turned away and not allowed to enter that category. In conclusion, the most important thing that competition barbecue has taught me is true sportsmanship and created a sense of brotherhood inside me. My father once said, if you were competing in something like a baseball game and the other team scored, you wouldn't go up to them and give them a high five. However, in the barbecue world, your best friends can be your biggest competition. And when they do well, even if they did better than you give them a high five and are genuinely happy for them. This type of brotherhood is what makes competition barbecue special to me. Thank you for listening, and enjoy your food.
Very good.
Yeah.
She likes it.